Welcome to Mystical Messages. I am Hilary Harley, your podcast host. I am a soul guide and astrologer. Mystical Messages is your podcast gateway to discover and learn about the realm beyond the veil, including all things intuitive, metaphysical, and the healing arts. To learn more about my work or book a session with me, please visit hilaryharley.com. If you would like to read my monthly forecast, you may find the full written transcript for all astrology episodes on my website. That way, if you hear something and want to re-listen to a forecast or check a date of a cosmic event, you may find it on the written monthly forecast on hilaryharley.com. Today, I am bringing you my monthly astrology forecast. I will be breaking down the astrology coordinates for the month of April 2024. And we have quite a month coming up, kids. This is a rockin' and a rollin'. And so I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to predict the end of the world because I couldn't do that if I tried anyway. But this is a month, April 1st through the 30th, that you really want to pace yourself. Don't take anything personally. Make sure you have grounding practices, going out in nature, hitting the pause button, walk around the proverbial block before you commit to anything. Giving people the benefit of the doubt. So I have called this forecast for April 2024 the Galactic Anvil. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, the great initiator. It is the spark igniting our fire to begin afresh and anew. As such, this month we may feel that we are in the cosmic forge, being hammered, bent, or twisted into form like a hot piece of iron. No, the weeks of April do not make for an easy time. Our work started at the end of March with the lunar eclipse on March 25th in Aries and Libra, focusing on relationship, asking where we end and where others begin. How do we bring ourselves into balance, our needs, wants, and agenda in relationship to everything else, our work, family, friends, and community? Are we in sync and centered? Or are we out of kilter and in need of realignment? This is an especially fragile time. The spring equinox invites us to charge forth, energetically bursting ahead with plans and projects. But the eclipse gives pause, stirs up the ether, often throwing curveballs into our best laid ideas, and then giving us ample opportunity to make the best use of this cosmic pause. Messenger Mercury slows to a halt and shifts into reverse gear on day 1 of April. You might think that this is an April Fool's prank. Haha. But alas, no, it is not. You hear correctly. Mercury retrograde starts on Monday, April 1st. Try as we might to push forward with our lives, this April has other plans. And you can fairly hear one giant collective groan But I don't want to slow down now, especially just as the days are getting warmer. And yet, here we are. A reminder, the best use of Mercury retrograde time is to use the RE words: rest, research, restore, refresh, relax, renew, rebalance, reflect, and more. I know. It's springtime, and I want to get going and get on with my life too. But for the next 3.5 weeks, until April 25th, cosmic energy invites us elsewhere and to be otherwise. It is particularly helpful to know this in advance, in the event that your plans do not go exactly as you hoped, especially the first week of April, when we may feel like our wheels are spinning in the mud. We cannot get any traction. Please know that any details that you lock into place between April 1st and 24th, pretty much the balance of the month, may need to be reworked or revised down the road. So it is best to hold off on major purchases now: cars, homes, appliances, booking big travel arrangements, and definitely wait to buy communication devices such as laptops, cell phones, and tablets. Of course, if yours happens to break and you need to replace it, make sure you get a warranty, as this is one time when you may need it. It is also to your advantage to wait before signing significant documents and contracts. This is doubly emphasized during the first week of April, which is particularly dicey. Not only is Mercury retrograde, but we are now between eclipses, which is a notorious energetic black hole. Our urge to get on with life is underscored by valuable Venus turning into Aries on Friday, April 5th. Can you say impatient? Artistic Venus is not at her beautiful best in this brash, fiery sign. We want what we want, and we want it now. We feel like our lives are on fire, and maybe in some cases they are, that we cannot wait for cosmic timing to push forward and get things done. So, how are we to be instead of do, while urgent, emergent fires burn under our feet? Just because it is Mercury retrograde does not mean we have to put our lives on hold or sit in meditation all day. Rather, put the most active RE words to work for you. Research. Research your plans. Compare prices, products, vendors, practitioners. Ask questions. Be open-minded and willing to explore and learn. Renew and refresh. April is spring cleaning time. Open up your cupboards, closets, and windows. Let the fresh air in. Feel how good it is to clean out and organize just one drawer, one room, or maybe get the car detailed so that you can have it nice and ready for the new season. Rebalance, reflect, replenish, and restore. It's time to fill up your cup and do something for you. And I'm not talking about getting your hair cut or simple routine exercise. Try learning what you've always been curious about, or exploring somewhere you've never been before. Take a day off from life. These are active uses of an otherwise wonky stretch culminating in the new moon total solar eclipse on Monday, April 8th in, you guessed it, Aries. This is one strong espresso eclipse, highly visible all the way from Texas straight across the northeastern United States. With both the sun and the moon in trailblazing Aries, our engines are lit and raring to go. So please take caution with fire or any heat-borne appliances, stoves, electrical tools and outlets, heaters, dryers, overexposure to the sun itself, barbecues, fireplaces, and fire pits. Aries is impulsive and impatient. It wants to be done already, to cross the finish line, but uninterested in any how or why, wants to direct others to work out any details. Remember, haste really does make waste. The risk now is rushing into commitments without thinking through the impacts, or worse, violence in the wake of not accomplishing the desired results. So it is imperative to take your time, to consciously slow down. There really is no hurry. The more others push your buttons and flip your trigger, the greater the need to take a breath, sleep on it, or go on that proverbial walk around the block to cool off. While you are doing so, contemplate what your desires are, and then handwrite 3 to 5 intentions and either plant in the ground or set safely alight, because we are only just getting started. That's right, believe it or not, there is so much activity this month of April. For the last 2 months, generous Jupiter and radical Uranus have gradually been moving toward each other. The great Jupiter-Uranus conjunction occurs once every 12 years. During April, they will meet up in Taurus, adding to the already complex energy. Jupiter rules all of the good stuff: learning, travel, abundance, prosperity, and expansion. Meanwhile, Uranus is the rebellious child of the galaxy, favoring upset, redirection, surprise, and shock. So imagine what these two have in mind when they come together around the 3rd week of April, from the 17th to the 25th. This is one gargantuan cosmic stretch, so fasten your seatbelts. In earthy Taurus, we may expect one heck of a ride for the stock market, along with earthquakes, truly profound eureka scientific breakthroughs, and sudden changes of fortune, both in the plus and the minus columns. Anyone off path now, as in not following their soul blueprint, will be realigned and redirected. This stretch will be most notable for fixed signs Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Breakdowns and breakthroughs are the watchwords. Keep in mind, you have to break down in order to break through. This is especially vital to bear in mind as we approach the full moon in Scorpio on Tuesday, April 23rd, when I can assure you We will be feeling all of the feelings. Make sure to ground yourself. Get outside into nature. Plant and play in the soil. Wear grounding crystals such as hematite, obsidian, onyx, and tiger's eye. Walk barefoot on the earth. The release of this full moon is particularly immense. Feel the tension subside or pop. And as the cosmic clock would have it, immediately following the full moon, Jupiter starts to move on from Uranus just as Messenger Mercury turns direct motion on Thursday, April 25th. Thank Goddess. You will feel one giant collective sigh. Oh my. Take a beat. Count to 10. Look around and assess where you stand amidst the post-cosmic upheaval. You made it through. Now, where to go from here? That brings me to the end of this episode of Mystical Messages. I have a couple notes to add. The first has to do with my interview on Soul Explorers. I was recently interviewed by Gary Langley and Sally Taylor on their podcast, Soul Explorers, available on YouTube. So we talk about the advantages, the benefits of how an astrology session works, what you can get out of it if you've never had one. If you're curious about the theory or philosophy behind astrology, we also dive into that. So tune in to Soul Explorers, available now on YouTube. And the other item that I just want to talk about is more significant. This is a major offering. I've been working behind the scenes with my fellow colleagues and light workers, Kathy Ripley Green, and life coach and psychic Veronica Drake. We are offering a new forum for conversation and connection. So if you're curious about the realm beyond the veil, but don't know where to find answers, if you're looking for community among like-minded seekers, please look into our new forum and consider joining us on the 3 Wise Women. We will be meeting the first Tuesday of every month at 6 p.m. Eastern. And again, it's my colleagues, medium Kathy Ripley Green, life coach and psychic Veronica Drake, and I combine our 60 years of experience and knowledge. So to sign up, please visit my website, hilaryharley.com. You can contact me. It is a very reasonable $10 a month for each session on Tuesdays, the first Tuesday of each month at 6 p.m. So I am so excited to share both of these offerings with you. My conversation with Gary and Sally on their podcast, Soul Explorers, via YouTube, and also this major new development for me, which is the forum called the 3 Wise Women, to take advantage of our combined experience. That is my message for and forecast for April 2024. To learn more about my work, or to book a session with me, please visit hilaryharley.com. Again, if you would like to read my monthly forecast or to check dates of planetary events and cycles, you may find the full written transcript for all astrology episodes on my website. Thank you for listening today. Please join me again in 2 weeks, and I wish you many blessings as you journey forward.